Good evening, Colony. My name is the Colonist, and we are going to continue our Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past playthrough. Hopefully, we will not shit the bed like we did the last time when we faced the Palace of Darkness and did absolutely terribly. What we're doing in this one, take a guess, it's another field travel video. This is our 5th or 6th one. I don't know how many of these we've done, but too many. But that's just the way that this goes. You know, we gotta do a lot of field travel. We can't just be in the dungeons all the time. First order of business is we are going to get some potions and some fairies that we are desperately needing, as well as also restock ourselves on heart pieces, because we've got quite a few now we can get, and I think I will get a potion and one fairy. I'll have one fairy, and then I will keep a potion, because the fairies only replenish 7 hearts, and it's just bad news bears. So instead, we're gonna use the mirror that we have so conveniently to get ourselves over here. Hopefully this chew will not get in the way, which it did not. And we're gonna grab, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some red potion from this guy who's hee. Red is the medicine of life, green is medicine of magic, and blue renews both life. Yeah. Here's a sample of the red potion. Yay! And we're going to purchase a blue potion, much needed blue potion. So now we have 2. As you can see, we only need 1, and we're going to fill that with a fairy, as well as gather some heart pieces. So let's get going on that. First thing we're going to do is I think we're going to stay in the light world if we can. Oh, no, we're going to first go back into the dark world, which is fine. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, and looks like he didn't hit me, which is surprising. And you know what I was doing the other day? Earlier today, I was watching like the very first video I ever did on this game. Or not on this game, but on the channel. One of the very original Mario Kart Wii ones. And I remember saying I was going to do some Legend of Zelda, but it's hysterical how my original plan was I was going to go through all of them, go through every Grand Prix from 50cc to 102 mirror cc, and I've just completely given up on that. I'm doing it myself now. I'm using that as training for when I get back to school. We got some more blue steer, and we'll just fight off this Cyclops, but I've pretty much just given up bothering with that because it's well, who gives a shit. So anyway, we're going to move around. Now would be a good time to use the mirror, but we're going to wait one quick second, because we're going to go to my house that's not my house anymore. It's actually a bomb shop, believe it or not. And we will be back here. We will be back at this bomb shop, but I'm going to just go back into the light world, which I can do anytime with my fantastic mirror, and go home, grab a heart, see if anyone's there. Bed's still made. Nobody's been in here. Unless we had some maids come over and fix it up, but I didn't think we could afford maids. And seeing I've been not entirely loaded on rupees, it makes me wonder what exactly is going on here. But maybe we have yeah, that's actually it. Link hires Consuela. The colony hires Consuela, and she tidies the bed. She just cleans everything up.
No, Mr. Ganondorf not here.
Anyway, ooh, and it looks like our green nasties have turned into blue nasties. They were green, but it looks like they've upped the security since we've been running amok in Hyrule. And we're the best kind of amok. We're the Legend of Zelda amok. And okay, back in the dark world now. Let's go grab some heart pieces now that we've taken care of that business. First one we're going to get is at this place called the Haunted Grove, which is kind of a dumb name considering it's not much of a grove. I'm getting the crap kicked out of me just by standing here. I'm going to run into this bozo, who's probably not going to say anything relevant. He's just going to be pissed. Oh, this guy's actually want to talk.
Well, I haven't seen a normal person in a few hundred years. Let me talk to you for a while. I heard that using bombs is the best way to defeat one-eyed giants. That's all I know.
That's great, but I almost guarantee you I will never do that. And going into this place, oh, and it looks like this is the exact same in the Dark World as it is in the Light World. Well, good news there. So we didn't really even have to go into the Light World to take care of that. We could have just dealt with it. Jesus, can we just... Alright, so that entire... Alright, back into the thing so we can recover all the hearts that we just blew. And hello, right back to where I was. Now, let's get back out here. This time, can we not get hit by the spear-wielding, pig-nosed piece of shit? Dead. And dead. No, I said dead. There we go. Alright. Back to the Haunted Grove. Back to business. And I'm just going to avoid this guy altogether. More of these living trees. Most of them are just pissed off that you even bothered them. Which is, I don't really understand, because it's like, well, if you're a tree, like, why would you be pissed off that... And now look, a circle of grass. I wonder why that circle of grass is here. Could it be that this is the Haunted Grove? Yes. We'll just go in here and see what's going on in this little cave. Oh look, it's a piece of heart. Yay! So that's the first one. We got a couple that we're going to grab. So let's get back over here. And we're going to take a trip to Lake Hylia, which is an interesting decision considering how Lake Hylia is pretty volatile at the moment. But, I mean, it could be worse. But Lake Hylia, I mean, that's where the ice temple is. We're going to be back at Lake Hylia later. But we're going to take a little trip there now just to grab a piece of heart. Get another heart container while we go in. And, oh yeah, here are these little winged, puffy piece of shit. They're just annoying as hell. The yellow ones actually drop their, whatever their excrement that's coming out of their mouth is. And these ones don't really do that. The purple ones don't do that. They just fly around. They don't really do anything to you. I took the really long way to get here because I could have just improvised, but instead, I'm going to blow this place up. I'm pretty sure this is just fairies. Or the Great Fairy, but could be wrong. Oh, we might get extra money for this. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, alright, cheap? Got 300 rupees, can't be mad with that. And looks like we got a little bomb place here. And, alright, let's keep going. I don't know what's going. Ooh, treasure. I wonder, you know, it makes me wonder, have I even done this before? I don't know if I've ever done this in this game before. I have learned something new today. Or it's just something I haven't done in other games. Or maybe I have, I don't know. Again, other than doing these walkthroughs, I haven't really played this game in a while. But, I mean, I'm going to be playing this game a lot more. I'm not sure, because I'm only a couple days before I'm back to college. I mean, I'm here. I'm going to be posting this probably on this Friday, which is going to be tomorrow. And on Friday, I'm going to keep attacking these schmucks. And there's a little bag of noodles, or whatever it's called. So, I'm going to be playing mostly Mario Kart, and also, for those of you who are wrestling fans, and I know I said that in the very first video, but for those of you who are wrestling fans, instead of watching the Magnation, I've got a better idea. Watch my second channel. And it's one where me, the Sandman, who's made a couple appearances, and Smooth Jazz actually have a wrestling show known as Colonial Impact Wrestling, a subsidiary of NWEColonist, part of the colony as well. And now we're going to go right into this little circle here with another one of the puffy cheek pieces of shit. And now going into this little circle of rocks. And we're gonna, and somehow we knocked that and we got our second piece of heart. We don't need to stay here. We can now take a trip. Now we are going, now I'm not so sure this next piece of heart we can get just yet. I'm going to hope we can, but it may be that we can't. And hopefully this guy doesn't hit me, and he doesn't. I just want to know what exactly it is that he's puffing out of his mouth. And we have gained a considerable amount of rupees, considering where we were when we started. And that wasn't even on the plan, like that wasn't even on the track for what we were doing in this field travel video. That was all based. Oh, wait a minute! I don't know if I can get up there. No, I can't get up there right now. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't get up to the graveyard. Wow. That just took a huge chunk of change out of me. Well, I can't get up to the graveyard yet because I need the hook shot, which we're going to get later. So, I've got a different idea. We're going to get something else. So, seeing how, I try and plan these out, like I did like an outline of from now until the last video. We've got, I think it's going to be a whole total of 24 videos. But, slight plot development, interesting development in I can't get to the graveyard yet. At least in the Dark World. I can in the Light World, but I can't get in the Dark World. And I could go for another one, but go for another fairy, but I'm just not even gonna bother. Instead, I'm going to talk to this schmuck who's up here, and we're gonna get the flute. So we're getting 3 pieces of heart, so we're not gonna get a heart container this round. We will in the next one. After wandering into this world, I turned into this shape. Lordy, lordy, ellipses points. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. More ellipses points. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. I buried my flute there in some flower seeds. Would you try to find it for me? Sure. Then I will lend you my shovel. Good luck. Interesting thing to note. You actually do just borrow the shovel in this one. Where in other places you don't borrow the shovel. Oh, damn it. I thought I might be able to actually talk to this guy. I think it's just going to end up transporting me right back into the Dark World. Yep. So that was not even worth our time. Instead, we're going to drop off over here. And he's probably going to play the flute again. I'm going to use this shovel. And in this instance, you actually are just... well, there's the flute. There you go. We got it. Here's the flute. Its music surely has some mysterious power, and it does. Not right now, but it does. And now we actually don't need to stay in the... We don't need to go back to the Dark World anymore. It is actually going to do us more harm than good if we do. Because we need to go to Kakariko. Kakariko. In order to do what we want. There's some green nasties we're just going to flat out avoid. There's another place, but anyway, in the version of this game that is the Game Boy Advance version, if you play the Game Boy Advance version of A Link to the Past, you don't actually give the shovel back. It's like when it's not like when we use the bug catching net, where they're like, you can borrow it until I get better, and then the kid just never gets better, and I'm pretty sure he dies. But, oh shit. I'm not going to deal with all these bees. Bees? Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of these bees. There we go. That was not necessary, but it did a lot more damage than I expected it to. As in, it took a half a heart away from me. Ooh, how scary. Now, it looks like an average bird. But when I play the flute, what's gonna happen? Why would you even play a flute? Why would you even know to play a flute in the middle of a town square? Just out of curiosity. There we go. And now we have a duck who's not going to say anything to us. He's just going to fly away. And he's dead. Now, I'm going to just show you what he does later. And I only say later because we're actually closer to where we need to go for this next heart piece. We're actually going up near the Lost Woods. Do you remember those ecstasy-injected lumberjacks? Well, they have now finished their work. And because they finished their work, that means that tree should be either cut open or toppled over. Looks like the toucan Sams have multiplied. There was just one, now there are 3. And failing at hitting this guy from the bat, just hit his sword, taunt him, and then beat the shit out of him. And, oh look, it's a tree that looks weirder than the rest. Yeah, there they were, but they're no longer there, so let's bump into it, and, oh, look at that! We've got a place to go, and dead. Why does that tree have so many roots? That has more roots than anyone else. And I think there are fairies down here. Yes, there are. Go grab a couple just for the halibut. And last piece of business is grab that 3rd heart piece. Alright. So in this field video, we got 3 heart pieces, and we got the flute, which was not intended for this one, but we needed to do it because we can't get to the 4th heart piece that we need. So instead, that's gonna do it. I don't want to do too much. I don't know how much time this is. It may end up being a short video. This may be about this. Oh, and getting a little arrogant there. So we're gonna end on that note, which is terrible. Let's kill this bee off. Let's kill the bee off. There we go. And that's gonna do it for this video. My name is NWEColonist. Thank you for watching, everyone. We will see you next time. Take care.